Stoners, welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stonez. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines of the patio here at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing a Federico Empire Master Blend Private Reserve with Sagamore Rye Barrel Select. I think you're going to enjoy this pair, so right after this, we're going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, most of you probably haven't heard of Federico Empire, but you know I am always going to aspire to bring you the best. Federico was founded by two Cuban immigrants in Miami, and all the rollers are Cuban and worked for Partagas in Cuba. Federico Empire is located in Little Havana in Miami at 1608 Southwest 8th Street. So if you want to stop by when you're in Miami, definitely do so, and you can watch them roll your cigars right in front of your eyes. Now, this particular Vitola is, it's a double Toro, so it's 6x60 on the ring gauge. The filler and binder are a Honduran and Dominican blend. The wrapper is a 7-year-old aged Dominican Corojo. Now, visually, it is impeccable construction. I watched it being rolled. It has a beautiful medium kind of chocolate brown color, minimal veining, invisible seams, and a triple cap. Now on the nose, it has a very simple profile to it. I get leather and earth and maybe something along the lines of a kind of a wet hay. And that's just about it. It has a really great aroma to it, but it is very simple. Let's give it a cut, test out the cold draw. I am using my normal V-cut. Now, on the cold draw, it's a little on the tight side of, I guess you'd say, a medium cold draw. It's not super easy, but by the same token, it's not super tight. It's got a really just kind of a very, again, just like the nose, kind of a simple cold draw profile. I get like something along the lines of raisins or maybe yogurt covered raisins. There's just a hint of sweet to it. Not much, but just enough to make it attractive. Other than that, I get a little bit of wood and a little bit of leather. Now, Sagamore Rye has been showing up more and more in my Instagram feed. It's really starting to make the rounds. I actually attended a tasting event at the Cowboy Club here about 2 months ago, and that's where I really got to talk to one of the owners. I got to sample all their products, and it is a really, really good spirit. This particular offering is their Barrel Select Rye that is aged for 7 years. It is distilled as it's a rye whiskey in Indiana and Maryland. It is 55% alcohol by volume, so it is a very hefty 110 proof. The blend, I mean, the mash bill is a blend where they're taking rye whiskey that was blended at different levels of rye content and then pairing those together. Some as high as more than 90% rye and some as low as in the low 50%. So the average is about 73% rye, with the remainder being made up of corn and malted barley. And it is aged in virgin American white oak barrels. Let's go ahead and pop the cork. Wonderful sound. Now this is a darker spirit. It is just a beautiful, beautiful red, deep red copper color. It has got wonderful legs on it. On the nose, for it to be 110 proof, I get a little bit of alcohol in the nose, not a lot. It may sneak up on you. And I pick up berries or maybe some dried cherries. There's kind of a mapley sweetness on the nose. Some oak, and maybe kind of a hint of cinnamon, and and then there's also, of course, quite a bit of rye spice. Now on the palate. Okay, that is definitely 110 proof. It has a lot more kick to it than the nose let on, so be careful. It will surprise you. But it's really just like a burst of flavor. I pick up honey, licorice, maybe something along the lines of fennel or dill. There's some peppermint, maybe some orange peel, and a lot of rye spice. It is a really good conglomeration of sweet and herbal and rye all mashed together into one spirit. This is very, very good. It's as good as I remember from the Cowboy Club. And I'm not a member. I'm not that level of highbrow. I have another drink. I'm the level of highbrow that knows somebody that's a member of the Cowboy Club. So let's go ahead and fire up this stick, see what it has to offer. This was really a great experience. I was down in Miami and was over in Little Havana, walking up and down the sidewalks, and of course there's several tobacco shops, cigar stores up and down the street there, and so this is the one I wandered into, and it was a really good one. Just to stand there and watch the ladies roll these in front of you was really a great experience. I've seen somebody roll before in Costa Rica, but these ladies are just, they are top-notch pros. And the whole place is just awash with tobacco-y, nosy goodness. Oh. All right. Now on the palate, I'm getting kind of a really like rich, bold, spicy flavored. I pick up some coffee and some cocoa. And a little bit of cinnamon. Now, I told you that this stick was a little on the tighter side, but now that it's lit, it has a really easy draw to it. It did kind of surprise me there. It's a really good cigar. Now let's try them together. These seem to go pretty well together. You're getting, you know, some of the kind of cocoa sweetness and cinnamon that is marrying together with the honey and kind of the dried citrus in the Sagamore. I'm going to see how this goes. They do go really well together, but I'm wondering if the Sagamore is going to overpower the cigar because it is such a high proof. I'm going to go ahead and burn this down the rest of the way, and then I will come back and give you an update. Hey Stoners, I am back. These two are going really well together. Rye is a spicy spirit, and this Sagamore has plenty of spice, but it is kind of tempered with the notes of honey and peppermint and citrus. I did notice that it has a very long finish, and the majority of the finish is right in the back corners of your tongue, and it's the orange peel. I'm picking up a lot of orange peel in the finish. 110 proof is stout, and it is really coming close to, if not overpowering the cigar. So I am making sure that I have plenty of space between a sip and putting the cigar back in my mouth, so that I kind of let that die down. And I did add a couple of the 16-ounce water bottles. I did add a couple of caps of water to the drink I had poured, and I had poured pretty heavily, about half a Glencairn glass. So I needed that extra cap full just to try and tamp it down, but that did kind of open up a little more of the honey and licorice and the peppermint and citrus. So I'm going to go ahead and burn this down the rest of the way, and then I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey Stoners, I am back. Some of you may caught the live feed that I put up while I was in my halfway mark to down to the band portion of the show. So you got to see my lovely face on video. I am now down to the band, and this was a really good, a wonderful experience. I was very impressed with the Federico Empire, and the Sagamore was really, really good. There weren't a lot of really new flavors that I got throughout the cigar. It just kind of stayed rock solid with that spice, cocoa, coffee, cinnamon. The Sagamore had the a heavy amount of rye spice, but also layered in wonderful flavors of honey and licorice, peppermint, and a little orange peel. I would give the stick a 95. I mean, I think they've really got something here. They've been in business about 7 years, I believe, and I think they could probably take this, to Cigars International or Thompson or somewhere like that, and they could definitely market it on a lot larger position than they have right now. So it was really good. Like I said, I'd give the stick a 95. I would give the Sagamore, I would give this particular offering about an 89, just because it is such a high proof and it did kind of overpower the cigar a little bit. I think if they brought that down closer to 100 or maybe the upper 90s, I think it would really open up some of the more undertoning flavors in it with the honey and licorice and peppermint and orange like that. But it is still really, really good. I think the price point is somewhere around, I don't know, like $50. So it's really a little bit too much for a mixing spirit. So I think it really is, really for being neat or maybe with a whiskey ball in it. But still a really good spirit, a really, really good spirit. I like what the guys at Sagamore are doing over there, and I'm hoping to have some more of their line brought in for my pairing videos. And I hope you have enjoyed this pairing as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. You should definitely try these. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, share, notified, keep up when I drop new content. Look for me, no matter where you're listening to me now. Be sure to look for me on other platforms. I've really been doing well on Pandora. I've only been on there about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. And I'm already doing better there than I am at some of the other places I've been at longer. But I'm also available on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio Podcast. You can find me all over. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think about the show, about this pairing, anything you'd like to see paired. I'd love to hear from you. But until next time, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day. Nothing less.